Hello and welcome to the video demonstration of all the 5 applications that I have built, starting with the first application, button interaction 1. In the screen you can see all the XML codes with all the buttons. Here a constant layout is used and they have been pressed with all the axes. That's the button for the top left, top right, bottom right. The text views, so the text, that's the image button which has been put beneath that center text using constant layout to start off on top of. That's a Java code. Here you can see all the inputs, declaring the UI elements, initializing the UI elements, find VUI ID, and putting set on click listener so that when each button is pressed and a message can be displayed on the text view. There's the color XML, and I'm running this code. When the top left is clicked, top left screen, right is click on right, it disappears after a certain number of time. Bottom left, bottom right. So that's the first assignment. The text gets disappeared using handler, as it handles to clear the text after 2 seconds. So moving on to the second assignment, that's button interaction 2. That's the XML using linear layout, different text views, radio groups, where radio buttons are placed for the countries, another text view, spinners for the city, and linear layout in a horizontal orientation so that something clear can be placed in it. Text views. Moving on to the string XML. There is an array list for the city, array list for American city, UK cities, and Nepali city. And there is spinner layout XML as well for the text view, so that the text on the spinner layout can be changed and maintained. That's the color XML part. There's yellow. That's the main activity part. So declaring the UI elements, initializing, finding the corresponding ID in the layout, finding VUI ID, and these are all basically the codes. And we are retrieving the corresponding array list city based on selected country, and the city is checked. That's all the wallpaper we're using it, and I'm running this app. As you can see, when you click America, all the cities are displayed, but only the valid ones are shown. So Summit, New York is licensed in America, but if you go for, let's say, London and Summit, it's a city invalid. If you go for any other country, Summit city invalid. If you clear, it's gonna reset to 0. United Kingdom, Reading, Summit, selected country United Kingdom, selected city Reading. If you go to Nepal, Kathmandu, Summit, it shows up. If you select any other city, Summit, city invalid. So that's basically the button interaction 2, my second application. So moving on to my third. There's a lot of XML and Java code for this. So that's the main activity where that's the XML part. We're using linear layout on horizontal scroll view for the images, and we are creating another XMLs for the different phone. So that's for the Samsung. We're linear layout, image view. On scroll view, we are putting all the text views, buttons to go back. Same for the iPhone, for the Huawei, for the Google Pixel. Moving on to the Java code, that's all the imports, and here we are using find viewer ID, and we are putting on the listener so that when each of the images interacted with, it goes to the other Java file. So Samsung, it can relate to Samsung activity Java, and here we are encoding the text message at the Java part instead of the XML. So we use string text Samsung, setting the text for Samsung's size, and we are using find text view elements from the layout. Back button sends you back to the main activity. Same for the iPhone. As you can see, it's been done at the back end. All the information regarding the phone. Same for the Huawei text. Same for Google Pixel. Everything's at the back end now. And as you can see, the values. Color XML, blue, green indigo. I'm running this app. It's launching now, as you can see down there. So welcome to phone gallery. Swipe left or right to see the catalog. You can swipe left or right as fast as you want. Press Samsung. That's all the information regarding the Samsung. You go back if you want to see for Google. Go back. Let's look for any other phones. iPhone. So that's basically the catalog application. So now moving on to the fourth assignment. That's the main XML part. You're using different text views. You're using username, password, text view for the login items right down there, and the different buttons. You can see over there as well. That's the main Java part. Declaring the UI elements. Initializing the variable over here as well. We are finding the IDs using find viewer IDs, and for the username, text change listener, so that we can edit text in the username. For the password, same as well. And here we are validating the password length. The same done over here for the username. We are using clear button as well, so that when the clear is pressed over here, all the username and password disappears, but the attempt left remains the same, as we have given the value for the login attempt, so that's going to remain the same. That's not going to get cleared out. That's the XML part. When it's logged in, same text views and the buttons to go back, log out to go back to the main screen. That's the Java part, same as before. That's the color, red, and the manifest where we need to add the Java. The same's been done for the other one as well, for my catalog application as well. Everything's been added to the manifest as well. So on running the application, as you can see, login screen, into username should be at least 4 character, password should be at least 4 character. So username has been set to admin, and the password set to be admin as well. But if you press any other password like 1, 2, so a message has been displayed saying password must be 4 characters, so that's going to go when there's at least 4, and we go 5, and we can even toggle around. Press login, and then we just go to 2. We can go around for like 8, 5, so that's 10 out of 10. So we can't press anymore. As you can see, nothing. So if you go and log in, admin-1, if you go to clear, that's everything cleared out. So let's try again admin, and let's put 1 2 3 4 5 6, and if you try login again, admin/0, the application closes. So let's run the application again. We do admin, password as admin as well. We go for login. Welcome student admin, you have logged in successfully. Log out, it sends it back to the main screen. So that's my fourth application, login screen. So moving on to my final application, that's calculator, that kind of series of calculations. That's my main XML part. So using linear layout, text views, we're in text view for the answer as well. We're using edit text to keep on displaying the variables and the operator that the users click. We are using table layout, each row, clear button, other row, the other buttons, other row, table rows, the other button. So this could be done by grid layout as well, but here I'm using table layout. So that's my XML part, declaring all the UI elements over here. Here's the variables to manage the calculator states. So we are calling all the assigned value using find viewer ID, the button click listeners. So in this method we are using the numbers are handled when the buttons are clicked. In this section, decimal button click, and this method is handled for the operator button clicks. For the clear button clicks, this section, this is for the equals button click, and this is to perform the basic calculation. So one of the problems that was faced was the values not being stored, the first variable that has been entered not being stored. So this was able to overcome by storing the correct number in the next operation, and if need to display the current result after each operation. So and we are using double variables for the decimals as well, so that's going to help with the decimal. So on running the app, that's our calculator. So if you do 2 plus 2 equals, that's 4, multiply by 9, 26, divide 6, 6 divide, let's say 12, 0.5, multiply 2.8, 1.4 times 456. So you can go for more decimal points as well. Example, you can go for divide 2.8965. That's going to give you all the values right there. So that's basically the calculator. So if you go for 2.2 point, you can't go for more than 1 point, because that's going to be wrong for the calculator as well. So times 6, 13.2000 and 1. So yeah, that's basically the calculator. So thank you.